Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. We are going to continue working with conflict. At this point, you should be comfortable doing it on your own. So this week's going to kind of be the process where I hand it all over to you. So our goal today is to continue being able to identify the conflict by tracking aha moments and tough questions. The actual assignment that we're going to do this time, instead of me working through a short story with you, giving you kind of some ideas about where to find this stuff, you're going to choose your own short story. I have a bunch of different options for you. I'll describe each of them. You should choose the one that sounds the most interesting or the most accessible to you. And then using your short story, you're going to create at least 5 post-it notes on conflict. That means creating a mix of aha moments and tough questions. That ratio can be whatever you want it though. It can be 4 aha moments and 1 tough question, or 3 tough questions and 2 aha moments. Does not matter how you do them. I'd also encourage you to make sure that you're tracking it throughout the entire story, because if you look at tomorrow's assignment, what this is going to turn into is a 1-pager. So if you just have stuff on conflict at the very beginning of the story, it's going to be hard to talk about what your conclusions are about conflict or how it changes as we go throughout the story. So keep that in mind. Your goal is to track it throughout the entire story and make sure you have a minimum of 5 post-it notes by the end. All right, so I will start describing the stories. All of these will be posted on a PDF on our course page, but the first one is A Sound of Thunder. I'll put the page number, how many pages there are for each. I would say don't choose it just based on how many pages it is. Some are going to be more challenging, even like one that's 6 pages may take you longer to read because it's a little bit more challenging. So A Sound of Thunder, kind of the leading question behind that is, if we could travel back in time, how would it affect our future? So in the stories, a group of people travel back in time and they kind of see the things that they do there when they come back to their regular time. How do things change for them? So that is that story, A Sound of Thunder. Harrison Bergeron, I think that this is one of our more challenging ones. Like I said, the page numbers are not everything. This one's only 6 pages long. But the premise of this, it's kind of a sci-fi story. What if everyone had to be equal? And that means so equal that we had to find ways to make us all look the same, make our athletic abilities the same. Like nothing can be different. We are all exactly the same. So this means kind of messing with the people that have better athletic abilities or are traditionally more better looking. Is that a world that we would want to live in? Harrison Bergeron kind of explores that question. The Most Dangerous Game, this one is 14 pages, but I think that this is one of the ones that is the most accessible. So again, don't pick it just on page number. But the question behind this one is, what do you think is the most dangerous thing to hunt? It might be something a little bit different than you are expecting. So going in with that question in mind, there's a lot of action in this one. There's some hunting and some interesting characters. So that's a good one to check. Conflict is kind of going on. And having more pages might actually make the assignment easier because there's more opportunities for you to see aha moments and tough questions. And the last one, I would say this one is another challenging one. This is by Edgar Allan Poe, who is the guy who wrote The Telltale Heart. So if you read that and you liked it, you may be able to read some of his writing. This one's about 9 pages long. And the question kind of guiding this one is, what if someone was secretly seeking revenge on you? Do you think you'd be able to see it coming? And there are 2 characters that there's some revenge going on. Amontillado is a type of wine, so you'll be reading about that if you choose this one. So those are our story options, and I have all of my post-it notes on conflict that I did for the landlady. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys had an example. The goal is that by the end, you have a bunch that are from throughout the story. So you can see I have one on page 1, page 2, page 4, page 6, page 8, page 10. What do I have? I have 4 aha moments and 2 tough questions. So when you look at this for tomorrow's assignment, hopefully this will give you a good snapshot of what's going on with the conflict. So again, your job is to choose one of those short stories, to read it, and then come with at least 5 post-it notes on conflict, a mix of aha moments and tough questions, and then you will post that for your assignment. And this will be the base for your Tuesday assignment. So the more work you put in here, the easier your Tuesday assignment is going to be. And again, our overall goal is to identify the conflict by tracking our aha moments and our tough